Alright, let's see if this mic is on. I just kind of wanted to narrate this, the end of The Last of Us 2, especially with that new HBO show coming out. I think I'm actually excited for people. Myself included. Looks like it's done really well, but this part, we'll get into why it's a mindfuck here in a minute. How this game turned the theme of revenge on its head completely, and why that's so brilliant, despite, you know, what happened to Joel being so brutal and so fucking hard to see, which is what drove Ellie to this point eventually anyway. But Abby did let her live twice, including Dina, right after she slaughtered all her friends. So yeah, who's more entitled to revenge? Ellie, who you know, Joel killed her father, or Abby, who killed Joel? I think that there's so many things about revenge. You know, the drive, like really good cinema, you know, a lot of Tarantino movies, things like this. I think this game was genius to turn it, that entire theme, completely on its head. I mean, God, she's so sick, you know, wounded, she can barely walk. Alright, I wish it would let me go a little bit faster. I feel like there's noises in the background, like in the headphones I'm wearing right now. It's like kitchen type sounds from time to time. I may just be losing my goddamn mind. See, boat for each, yeah. You could go on your way. It was a shame seeing how bitter Tommy had become. You basically lost an eye and everything like that, but you really get to see how revenge has just, you know, taken everything from. I mean, you know, this game threw a huge bone to musicians. Being able to play guitar, Gustavo, you know, being involved with it. But yeah, I mean, you know, with what happens to her pinky. See, I mean, it's fucking so rough, it really is. So it looks like Ellie was going to go start seeing the flashes that have been, you know, make her wake up screaming. Because, I mean, the first game, and especially after just, you know, having it rebuilt for PlayStation 5, and really seeing just how the game is all about the connection of Ellie and Joel. That's what the series is going to be. People are going to have a hard time swallowing what happens to them and how brutally and so easy. But again, if you can understand the nuance of turning the theme of revenge on its head and who is more entitled to it, you can kind of appreciate how fucking genius this game is. I mean, they dabbled in a lot of nuance that many people who, you know, I think primarily people who did not play the game were complete bitches about. They were wrong. Abby is masculine to begin with, but look at her now. When they're like, oh, Joel gets killed by a tranny. We're like, that was never true. So, it was so annoying to see this called a social warrior game when, like, you know, the leader of the wolf, that was a black dude, he gets killed off. Oh, here we go, got it. God, the girl who's pregnant, she gets fucking killed. Yara gets her fucking arm shattered, the bones, and then has to lose her arm. Alright, here, let's see if I can do this. I hope the microphone's recording, because I can't do that. Oh shit, because I can't do this a second time. It's on as hard as it can be right now. Shit. I like to think that I'm good enough after playing Naughty Dog game since Uncharted 2 to I can play on a harder mode. That's right, you gotta dodge. See, look at that. See, Abby still doesn't want to fight. That's what, you know, when Ellie holds the knife to Lev's, you know, throat like that. I mean, it's just nauseating. It is. And especially if you play the game in context, it's a mindfuck. And that's probably what I'm going to title this. You know, like this, how the end of this game is such a mindfuck to be fighting yourself when you've been playing as each character for 50% of the game. I mean, it really is pretty much divided in half. Fucking 50-50. It's so stressful when you don't know what's going to happen. And if you're watching this and you didn't know, you know, how this is going to unfold, then, sorry, but not really sorry, I guess. There's a ton of shit without my fucking dumbass talking out there. It has been for a long time. Shit, I've loaded it without my dumbass talking. But yeah, seeing Abby so, you know, emaciated like that just fucking sucks. Battle of the bitches. It's almost hard to... I think Ellie's in the wrong in this situation. I really do. But if you play the game in context, you know what I'm talking about. And now watching game footage, not the same thing. It's like saying you drove a car when you, like, watched a fucking, you know, car drive around the block. Watching gameplay is not the same, especially with the haptic feedback that Sony uses. The you know, another way of saying fancy fucking vibrations and triggers and controls. Which I guess this one doesn't have the adaptive triggers, but whatever. So yeah, here, this is fucking should've let it go, Ellie. Now you can't play guitar ever again. And believe me, as someone who plays music, that's fucking tragic.
Go. Just take him.
Okay, so I turned off my microphone for that part. So I figure, you know, close with something. For anybody who's made it fucking this far, you're a trooper. But, yeah, this is where, I mean, personally, I would like to see what happens with Abby and Lev, you know, when they go off. I think anybody who's played the game, you know, knows what I'm talking about. But, you know, yeah, I mean, it feels like not having Ellie or Joel at all would just not be The Last of Us, but shit, call it by, you know, a different title. You know, make a third game, but do some shit where you don't even call it Part 3. You unless they got a solid plan figured out. But I don't think they should stop. I mean, people, they were bitches though. About the, Lev and about, even though they all thought it was Abby, which it wasn't. Um, and Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog, like, they were getting fucking, the cast even too, they were getting fucking death threats. Swear to God, look it up. Death threats. All for putting years of blood, sweat, and fucking just everything into making the best game possible for us. So they create a piece of fucking a masterpiece for us to enjoy, and I mean, one day that's going to be looked at as, if it's already not getting there, as what was, why was I such a bitch about this? Why did I freak out? This is dope. Why did I freak out over this? Yeah, and this is where we're going to see. I'll probably stop after this. I was just going to show the mindfuck of fighting the person you've been playing as half of the game. Talk about turning the theme of revenge on its head and how brilliant I think that is, but, I think this kind of wraps up, like, it makes me think of Johnny Depp, honestly, when Amber Heard threw that fucking bottle at him and it took off the tip of his finger. Like, no shit. Fucking sucks. Even if you're not that great, like, it's still, even just being able to play chords is something in itself. See, there you go. And that is exactly how it would sound, too. With what notes you could hit. Where your fingers still want to do the old, things that they wouldn't fully. It'd just be muting the strings. Sorry, if you play guitar, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what this is talking about, but yeah. If not, it doesn't matter. The game lets you play it, so have fun with that. Shit, I thought I was going to have something more climactic. A better note to end on that was a little more, I don't know what, but, oh, God! This scene. You know what? Here. I'm sorry, it's still going, but we cannot end without this moment of Joel and Ellie. Especially if even one person sees this, let's say that the HBO series is out, it's not coming out for like another week and a half or so, but if you love Ellie and Joel and you're here seeing this for the first time, then you know what? Let's leave this in. And I will shut up. Let's turn off the mic for a second.
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week.
Oh.
A little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but it's not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
So stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
I'd like that.
Whew, goddamn, seeing it this time. Joel trying so hard not to break and cry at the end. Jesus. Because he's not normally that kind of guy, but
I'll see you around.
Yep.
I think when people finally see the series, they're gonna see just what games are capable of and how far they've come. Because I think the average person has no idea. It's not just first-person shooters and fucking Grand Theft Auto and shit like that. Like, games go pretty fucking deep these days, or they can, you know. All the elements of film, writing, acting, music, you know, but you're engaged. You're basically behind the wheel. So, like I said, it's like watching a car versus drive by versus actually driving it yourself and feeling the steering wheel and feeling it go. It's just watching gameplay will never be the same. So like people really need to fucking grasp that. All right, kids. I have talked enough. This video is long enough. If you made it, we'll take care. And good luck to all of us, really. Guess we'll see what happens. Crazy fucking world, you know? Thank you, Naughty Dog. And Neil Druckmann. And, yeah, the series is going to be awesome, so...